All right, everyone. This Friday, I believe it's September 19th. If I'm wrong, hey, did to be the first time. If you're watching this on social media, head over to the YouTube because this is going to be a long one. We're going to look through what's in this box of records. So, link in bio, you know the drill. All right, let's take a look and see what we got. We had a nice collection come in couple weeks back, and I kind of some of the stuff trickled out, did a little sprinkling of some things from it already, but the bulk of it is going out on Friday, and there's good stuff. There's stuff that we like a lot. There's stuff that you like a lot, and it's stuff worth checking out. A lot of classic rock, a lot of metal, lots, the 80s rock kind of stuff. Let's take a look. All right. I'm not going to go too crazy fast. I've done a lot of work today. I'm not trying to do too much more. We got AC/DC. Got a couple AC/DCs there for you. We love to see it. You've already seen some of the Stevie Ray Vaughan stuff come out. Most of it has sold already. But there's another one that didn't go out in the first batch for some reason. We got Judas Priest, British Steel. I think there might be one or two more Judas Priest in there. Janis Joplin. Again, we're not blowing minds here, right? We just got solid, highly requested titles, ones you see a good amount, but you like to see them come in, and especially when they are in good shape. We got some Rat for you. And you can see in shrink right there, that Def Leppard was in shrink. We got some good stuff, good quality. Tangerine Dream. There's not a ton of esoteric stuff like this. There's not a ton of more out there stuff. But there is like a Warrior soundtrack, a couple little soundtrack things. But don't expect to see a whole lot of synthy stuff. It's just not in there, just here and there. All right, we've got Santana, Uno, Dos. No poster in the Abraxas, but still, you got to have a copy of Abraxas on your shelf. And you got to have a copy of Santana 1 on your shelf. All right, we got some Deep Purple. Machine Head is the one I'm showing you, but it's not the only one. We got Cinderella, again, with that, there's a lot of 80s rock, classic rock. Queen, you know the drill. Boston. There's more Boston, but that's obviously the one that you want to see. Some David Bowie live. Live at the Tower, Philadelphia. Boom. There's some Zappa stuff in there. Whoop, looks like we got a seam coming unglued on this UK pressing. Cut that out. We got Cheap Trick again. Nothing crazy. Just tried and true joints that you want on your shelf. A band called Death. Don't sleep on them. We got Quiet Riot, one you need to have if you don't already. And, one you need to have a nice copy of. We got a good copy here. So if you got if you've got some beater copies of some of these, you're looking at some nice upgrades here. We got Concrete Blonde, kind of an outlier, but still a killer record. Been listening to that one. We got LA Guns. We got some ZZ Top. Not the only ZZ Top, but just the one I chose to show for whatever reason. Motley Crue, this is the Elektra, not the leather records. Again, nothing crazy, but, joints everyone needs. We got a good run of Fate's Warning. So one thing about this collection is that there are certain bands that this person really liked, and they bought a lot of their records. Fate's Warning is one of those bands. Van Halen is another one of those bands. We got some good Van Halen stuff. Again, there's more where that came from, but those are the ones I chose to show. Dio, we got Dio in the shop. And man, original, nice copies. We got Gene Loves Jezebel. That's a killer one. We got The Prince of Darkness. You need those. No death tax on these, by the way. We're not that kind of shop. When someone dies, we don't jack up the prices. It's just not very chill. Get your money, I guess, but you know, lots of rush. We got Farewell to Kings. We got Crest of Steel. We got Presto. So yeah, there's more rush where that came from. We got some newer joints. Cadaver. Still sealed. We got Mastodon. Rest in peace again. No tax on this one. There is sales tax though. I can't beat the government. This is the single LP version. I don't know when was this? No. This is a single LP version. This is a much older edition of that. Pressed at Palace, though. You know that means it sounds incredible. Let's see. We got All Them Witches, I believe. All Them Witches. There's more All Them Witches, but that's the one I decided to show. We got the Sword. Got the Sword. We got more Sword. This is High Country, the picture disc. Love to see it. We got Warp Riders, like absolute stone cold classic. We also had a Age of Winters, but our homie from Orangutan Juice picked that one up already. Sometimes if you sleep, you know you sleep. We got Iron Maiden. We have got a good amount of Iron Maiden. Here are some of the, for me, the highlights right there. But we got Killers. You know, we got a couple of the other ones as well. Somewhere in Time. That's probably about half the Iron Maiden records. We've got Yngwie. Like I said, lots of metal. Anthrax, you know the vibes. Let's see what we got here. We got some good ones here. We got Queensryche. I got to see whatever version of Queensryche currently exists open for Judas Priest not too long ago. That was a nice show. Let's see what else we got. We got Pink Floyd. There is a record in the shop right now. It is called Doom Side of the Moon, and it is this album, Dark Side of the Moon, done by Kyle Shutt from The Sword and Co. It is fantastic. If you can find the Encore EP too, it has Have a Cigar from this record. The Doom Side version is better. I'm sorry to say it. It's just the facts. Bullet Boys. And the Cult, and that's going to be all the teaser you're getting. That's it. That's a good tease, I feel. Lots of stuff to see, lots of stuff to get excited about, and there is more where this came from. So, Friday, 11 a.m., Santa's coming, baby! All this stuff will be priced, cleaned, and ready to find its home on your shelves. Come holler at me. You know where to find me.